Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Thryss if you are new, and if you are a returning little yarn gremlin, welcome back. I'm happy to have you no matter what. So, I am excited to bring you a special release that I feel like I owe you guys, to be perfectly honest with you. In this video, by the way, there is a short, quick little release of a special colorway. If you want to stay beyond that, I've already filmed it, so I already know the train wreck that it probably is. I do kind of explain, I get a little personal. I haven't in a long time, but I do kind of explain why that is, why I haven't been personal in a while, and just kind of like what's going on with me. People have been asking, and so I put that there. If you are interested, it is there for you to hear. Am I showing? Yeah, I'm also going to show you what I've been working on, but first I'm going to show you this release. Okay, so as you guys probably know, I do a subscription box, and well, I do two, and one of them is a birthstone collection. Well, in October, I released what I knew was probably going to be a polarizing colorway because it was not really indicative of October's birthstone, which mostly is opal. I knew it probably was not going to go over well with everybody, and it didn't. So I wanted to make up to you guys a new colorway for that is outside of the birthstone collection. It's what I kind of envisioned in my head, but it didn't go with the collection. It wouldn't match, and you're going to see why. Those are deeply saturated colors for the most part, and they're tonals, and tonal just being 1, 2, maybe sometimes 3 tones of the same color. Opal is not that. You look up opal, and this is part of why it was hard to come up with. There's so many different opals, and they're just bursting with color, and the only way that I could kind of imagine, well, I had 2 ways of doing that month, was either taking the garnet and the sapphire and the amethyst and making like a rainbow out of it. I did not have time to do the meticulous color work that would have taken to keep it from bleeding and becoming an absolute mess on that grand of a scale. I just didn't have time for it. And it wouldn't be tonal. The whole thing was tonal. The other one was going to be pastel, which wasn't going to match. So, if you look up opal, there's just a plethora of options of what it could look like. Everybody is going to imagine opal a different way. I'm going to put on the screen here a couple of pictures of what this opal is kind of being based off of. And if I forget to edit them in, then I'm just going to look silly for a minute. So, based off of those pictures are what I did this opal. It's kind of a more basic opal. So, like, the opals I've seen, like at a jewelry store or whatever, have had that milky base with all the flecks of color. Well, I couldn't do that because then I'd just be giving you a blank base. So, okay. I had 2 options, and I sent it to the Yarn Gremlins, which is my members, to vote on it yesterday. And by a landslide of like 78%, I believe it was, this is the option that won. Okay. So what I want you to look at is these are actually fluorescent. These will fluoresce in the light. But you have fluorescent neon neps, and there is pink, yellow, orange, green, pink, yellow, orange, and green. which definitely are, you know, colors that are in an opal. And so then I dyed the base blues and purples, with little splashes of, splashes of like a chartreusey kind of yellow or whatever, to try to pull all of those colors that you would see in an opal together. This was the original idea, was just a blue tonal base, and then letting those flecks be all the color. But I wanted to do one that had color in the base itself, and this is the one that won. There's even a little, there's pink in there as well. So this is just the standard $20 a hank, and then however many you order, once you're done, it's $7 for shipping. So if you order one hank, it's $27. If you order 2 hanks, it's $47. 3 hanks, $67. Editing Thryss here, I just realized that I didn't give all the typical information that I give for ordering. So I'm going to edit this into the video somewhere. You can do PayPal, Zelle, or Cashapp. I need to know the weight, and I need to know your name and address. So please make sure those things are in there. And then the email to reach out to me, should you need to for any reason, will be in the description box. It's the fullspectrumcrafts email, not the Thryss 314. If you do it at the Thryss 314, I won't get it. Not for orders. I don't check it that often. It gets inundated. That's the social one, and I need to clean it up. So, yeah. Anyway, wanted to put that in there. So, Zelle, PayPal, Cash App, name, address, and weight. Yeah. Okay. Bye. So just increments of 20 plus 7 for shipping. These are releasing now, for order, and you can order all the way up through, I will show these again on the 1st when I release December's box. These will be available to order all the way up to the 8th. Because I know some people can't do it until they get their Social Security. So the ordering window is big. But, you know, ideally, if you can get your orders in sooner rather than later, then I can order the bases and I can get started. And these will ship the same time as December's boxes. So that way it gives me time to get them dyed up, and yeah, so they'll ship with the December boxes. So these come in DK weight at 238 yards. Yeah, 238 yards. And then fingering weight is 438 yards, and it is superwash merino. I don't remember what the neps are made of. I don't know. I should probably know that, but I don't. Anyway, so I think they're really pretty. I like it. I think it's cool. So there's that. DK or fingering. You can order however many you want to. So the things I'm working on, I'm showing it now because I'm almost done with the tutorial, so hopefully this will get up before anybody can swipe it and sell it themselves, which happens, unfortunately. So this is going to be a 3-part series. This is going to be part 1. These are all quick and easy decor or gifts. So this is number 1. It is supposed to kind of resemble a pine cone, and it is a bowl. So you can put those cinnamony, smelly Christmas pine cones in here, or you can put potpourri in here. And then the other one, well, It's too far away. Okay, the other one is like a drawstring bag that looks like a pine cone, uses the same stitch, and it's like sachets or satchels or whatever, that you can hang places, again, with like potpourri in it to make it, you know, smell all Christmassy, and it's a cute little pine cone decoration. And then there's a third item, but I'm not done with that. So that will be the final thing in it, but it is a series. For all 3 items, there it is, you can make all 3 items out of one skein of Lion Brand Heartland, and this is in the colorway Sequoia, which is really cool. So it just uses one skein. You can make all 3 items. The items are super fast to work up. And then another item that I will be releasing, I'm already done with it, but I'm going to release these first, is a bag, and it's made out of, I keep looking at it, Red Heart Bitty stripes, and this one is Crayon Box. Super cute. You only need one of those 2. Then I want to show you something, and I want you to tell me if you want me to do a review on this, because I do have a tutorial in mind that I think is going to be gorgeous. But you guys let me know if you want a yarn review of this. Yarn reviews aren't doing that great, so if it's not something people really have that much interest in, I won't do it. But if you guys do, this is Yarn Bee Braided Basics Small. I am desperately hoping, oh, okay, the sparkle is 3 times what it is showing. So it is somehow really sparkly, yet in such a, like, delicate way, if that makes sense. This stuff is gorgeous. This is cotton, polyester, rayon, metallic. This stuff is beautiful. And I think you can make really pretty holiday items out of it, but I think you could just, what I'm going to make out of this is a year-round thing. So, yeah, let me know if you want that. I like that yarn a lot. Quite a bit, actually. So, I haven't even worked with it, just looking at it, and yeah, I'm already loving it. So there's that. Oh, I have been, guys, pat me on the back, give me my flowers. I have been working on one of the Afghan kits, like I'm actually doing it. I know, I'm shocked too. So I'm making the one for my mom. It's the Persian tiles. This one is in rose. So I've actually been working on it, and I have all 16 of the octagons started. So all of them are to row 1, 2, 3, 4. All of them are at row 4, except for a few of them. A few of them I have done row 5. I'm actually doing the thing, you guys. I'm so proud of myself. I did start the Witty Kitty one, but I have found that I'm more focusing on the one for my mom. I thought the Witty Kitty one was going to be the easier one. It actually isn't, only because I need to get some bobbins. I did not realize how important bobbins were going to be for that, and I haven't been able to find them. So I'm actually going to make some bobbins out of cardboard, and I just haven't done it yet. So I'm gonna make those, and then I'm gonna do, you know, a couple, like at least one row on that. Try to do one row on that every day. But I'm working on that every day solidly. I've been really good about it, and yeah, I'm actually doing it. I'm shocked. I do believe I have all the stitches picked out for our stitch sampler crochet along blanket. Now it's just a matter of me deciding what yarn I'm doing and getting that going. So I'm just trying to pace myself. I had a doozy of a medical situation and was in the hospital, and then had a complication from the anesthetic, or a complication while I was under anesthetic. It wasn't from the anesthetic. And anyway, I'm not pushing myself to do anything right now, so I'm kind of focusing on whatever I feel up to focusing on, pretty much, because your girl is stressed, which I'm going to get into in a minute. Like I said, I've already filmed that whole part, but yeah, so I thought I would have started this stitch sampler by now, but you know, life. So I love you guys. I'm done for this part of the video. I'm gonna edit in the scary personal stuff. Scary because it's scary to get personal. Anyway, so we're gonna go to that part. I love you guys. So I wanted to kind of explain where I've been at for a while, because not that I think I owe an explanation necessarily, but just that, I don't know. People have asked, and I know things have been kind of like business, professional, whatever on the channel. There hasn't been like a personal aspect for a long time. I haven't been doing lives. I haven't really been getting personal in my videos, and there is a reason. Well, there's multiple reasons for it. And it's hard to have this conversation because, like, it isn't happening. Like, if I was on a live and this was just like organically coming up, that's one thing, but to just like sit down and intentionally talk about it, when, I don't know, feels very like just jumping on you, like nobody asked. I mean, people did ask, but you know what I mean. So I've done this video a couple of times, and I got really emotional during a couple of parts of it. I'm hoping I kind of got all that out where I can just be very like brass tacks about it with you guys. I'm not trying to garner, you know, sympathy or pity or anything like that. Just kind of explaining what's going on. So for majority of this year, I've had a stalker, and it's been an unsettling situation. I don't know who it is. Proper things are happening, you know, going through the proper channels for everything and stuff like that. But like at first sorry, at first getting on here, knowing what that person is doing with my visage is really uncomfortable, and it was hard to keep getting on here knowing that, because that's all I would think about while I was recording or while I was in a live. But I decided a while back that wasn't going to stop me. I was not losing what I've worked for, so I continued to upload. But that did make it change. Being personal was a lot harder. So lives in general have always been difficult for me anyway, because in real life, I'm really shy. Like, I hide behind Andrew, let him do the talking. Like, I'm not back here hiding like this, but you know what I mean. Like, when I don't have to speak to people, I won't. I will avoid social situations at all costs. I'm really shy. I'm really antisocial. Talking to a camera I can do all day long, but talking to people is a lot harder, and lives are good for me. It pulls me out of that. It has been very good for me. But intentionally walking into that can be, I don't know, can be hard, along with the whole stalker thing. I'm plugging you guys in. And I'm trying to get the baby shower up. It's been a lot to edit. It's hours and hours of footage, and my son has a bit of a mouth. But I want to get the baby shower up. I just don't know really when to do it. Hold on. Okay, I didn't want you guys to die. So I knew that I was going to be taking a really big step back from lives, but I didn't necessarily think I was going to fully stop them. I don't know. But my Thursday slot has become super busy. I haven't been, doing lives for quite some time, and that slot has filled up with other people, which is totally okay, But it's hard because I don't want to step on anybody's toes. I don't want to pull from anybody. And so walking back into that time slot, I kind of feel bad. But if I move it to a different night, well, somebody who has been there for a long time, then I would feel really bad about that. So it's been a balancing of how personal to be, because I want a personal connection with you guys, but how personal do I get to try to avoid the bad things, but in the end you can't, because you don't control what other people do. And I'm realizing that. And it's also kind of been hard. Okay. All of that has kind of been the first half, 3/4 of this year. The past few months has been sort of a different situation. And it's made it really hard to come on here, because when you're not feeling your best, it's hard to sit here. I am having, okay, this is the part I always cry. No. I have a grandbaby. And okay. This is the part I always lose it. Because this is the part that is, hurts the most. I know when people have a grandbaby, they splash their baby all around the internet. They're talking about him, they're showing him. And my grandbaby is 1,200 miles away, and I can't see her. Besides that, when she was first born, I haven't been able to go see her. And financially, I'm probably not going to be able to until they are moving back. Hallelujah, praise God. They are moving back, but it won't be until at least July of next year. So basically her whole first year. And I knew I was going to obviously love her, but I didn't know what that was going to look or feel like. And I knew walking away from her was going to be really difficult. And again, I didn't know what that was going to look or feel like. And it was so much worse. It was so much stronger than I thought it was going to be. Call me clingy, call me overdramatic. But you have to think, my family is my kids. And now my grandbaby and Andrew. And I knew, like, it felt like walking away from my own child. You know what? Forget it. I'm not going to be able to hold it fully together. I'm crying. Oh well. So it's been really, really difficult to even talk about her, because this is what happens when I do. Obviously I get to do little, videos and pictures and stuff like that, but it's not the same. And so I kind of fell into like a depression. And a whole lot of things kind of happened at once. My daughter moved to England just a couple weeks later. She will be there for 6 months, and we're a really close, tight-knit family, and like I said, my kids are what I got, and I cling to them. I really do. Probably should not be so clingy. It's good for her. It's good for me. It's a wonderful thing. Like, it's such a blessing that she was able to do that. But the kids moved to Oklahoma. The grandbaby's there. And my daughter left. And I'm also dealing with a loss right now. That kind of hit hard. And so it's like, I don't know. And right when all this was happening, I started having a medical situation that I'm not going to go into, but like, it's been really scary. And I'm still dealing with it. It's nowhere near over. And I've been in the hospital and stuff, and when I was in the hospital, I had like a really scary reaction, or complication, I mean, not reaction, scary complication during anesthesia, while I was intubated. And I don't know, it's just been a lot, is my point. And so coming on here has been a really difficult thing to do, because I'm not my best right now. But I guess something that I'm learning, and something to take away from this, is there's a thing called toxic positivity. And toxic positivity is where you're only positive. Even really bad things, you're still positive, and that's all you ever are, is positive. Refusing to acknowledge the uncomfortable and the bad, and putting only that out there, that's not good. That's not real. Social media has a tendency to bring out in people to only want to put the surface level and the good out there, which I understand. I fell into the same trap myself. But then it gives unrealistic expectations for other people of like, then they wonder, well, gosh, they're not dealing with anything. Why? Which obviously you guys, probably don't think that. But like, I don't know. I'm rambling. I'm sorry. I think putting real out there is good. And this is real. This is what's going on right now. I am mentally unwell. I'm navigating some scary stuff with the health stuff. And I'm just like afraid all day. And I missed my kids and my grandbaby. But they are here on this earth. It is a temporary situation. So I keep looking to that, but it doesn't stop feeling how I feel in the day-to-day. And Anyway, basically what it all comes down to is life. We all have stuff. This is mine. You have stuff you're going through. We've all got it. You know, there's financial stuff, there's medical stuff, there's loss and depression, and right now those are my things. And because it was like all at once and just a lot, I didn't deal with the 6 losses last year. That's all kind of trickled into this year, kind of forcing me to deal with it now. Anyway, we all have stuff. This is my stuff. And this is my reason for why it's been hard for me to come on here and be personal, is I'm trying to figure out how to balance it, and when I don't know what to do, I kind of don't do anything. So this is me doing something about it. This is where I am, and I mean, I'm still uploading. It's just like tutorial stuff, and it just hasn't been a lot of like personal, which I know you guys like. And anyway, that's just been a hard thing to do, and I hope you can understand. So I'm trying to figure out that balance, so just keep sticking with me. I appreciate those of you who have stuck around. I've definitely lost because of it, but that's okay. I get it. So I guess that's it. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I'm not sorry for the tears. They're real. There's just what it is right now. But I hope all of you are doing well. And I do miss you guys. I really do. I keep thinking about doing a live, and right now it's just been, you know, hard to do that. And part of it's been a time thing too, figuring out when to do it. And then, you know, I had to catch up from the hospital with all the boxes and, you know, kind of hit the ground running with that one. So that's all, of course, you know, done and out by now. But let me know below what you think I should do, if I should stick to Thursday or find a new day. Whatever I do, if I happen to go on while you go on, I am humbly, terribly sorry. It is not to step on anybody's toes or make things difficult for anybody. It's just there's like no times that aren't taken unless it's the middle of the night, which most of you aren't up. So yeah. All right, I love you guys. Stay safe, and I don't know, take time for yourself, and I don't know what to say to end it this time. I love you guys. I will see you soon.